Hello everyone, welcome to the world of software testing. On this channel, we are going to start a series of software testing tutorials from scratch. So this is basically an introduction video where we will discuss about the detailed course structure. So let me give you my brief info. So I am a graduate computer engineer and currently working as a test lead at a reputed multinational company, having a good experience in software testing. So definitely I can assure you that I can help you to go through the software testing. So now let's discuss about who will get benefited from this course. So first of all the freshers from any background, they may be from like IT background, computer background, or mechanical or civil, etc. Irrespective of their background, the freshers can go through this course. As you might aware that IT companies are hiring all the freshers irrespective of their background. So it doesn't require, this doesn't mandatory to have a IT background only. The freshers who are actively seeking for a job, so this is an ideal course for the freshers to gain some IT knowledge in the software testing. This course is also for experienced peoples, those who are looking for a job or those who want to switch their job. Also the people who want to switch their career from other background or we can say other career to the software testing. So this is a very good course for experienced people as well as the freshers, in which they can brush up their knowledge. So let's discuss about how we are going to proceed with this course and what will be the content for this course. So we'll go through this Word document and we'll see how what is the content of this software testing course. So let's go down. So here this is basically a software testing, and inside the software testing we are going to discuss about these points over here. And the first one is the manual testing concepts. So these are very important to have a software testing career. So the second one is the QC tools. So we use generally a lot of QC tools in software testing. So we are going to discuss about ALM, as well as we'll try to discuss about JIRA. The next one is the Unix and SQL important commands. So again, Unix and SQL commands are most important in software testing. Then the next one is the domain knowledge. So to go into the software testing, you must have a domain knowledge. So again, we are going to discuss about this domain knowledge. So we will take the knowledge of investment banking on a first priority. And the next one is we are going to discuss about the interview questions. So definitely with the interview questions you are going to crack the interviews. And then the next topic will be the on-demand topics. So whatever the topics are demanded by the subscribers, those we can take up in this software course. So this is the overall overview of the software testing course, and what is inside this manual testing concepts, so we are going to see in detail. So like this, the first one is the manual testing concepts. So in these theory parts we are going to discuss about all these topics which required in the software testing, and also these are the topics which required to crack the interviews. So let's start with the one by one, and we are going to discuss all these topics in the further tutorials one by one. So the first point is what is software and its types. Second one is what is software testing. What are the types of software testing? So first one is the manual testing and then automation testing. So in manual testing we will discuss like what is manual testing and why it is required, and similarly why automation testing and why automation testing is required. So we are going to discuss these points. Next one is the software quality. What is software quality? Then the what is project and what is product. Then why do we need testing? Benefits of the software testing. Difference between quality assurance, quality control, quality engineering. Then differences between error, bug, defect, failure, issue and defect leakage. This is the most confusing question, so which are getting asked in the interviews. The next one is why the software has bugs. So then some terminologies we'll discuss which is related to the software testing. Then again we'll see how the project gets allocated to any of the organization. The next one is what is BRS and SRS documents. So which are these documents we'll discuss in detail. The next one is what are use cases. So the use cases which are given by the clients. Then we'll discuss about the test case design, test case execution, then the SDLC, that is software development lifecycle. So this is the most important question getting asked in the interviews. Then how to raise or log the defects, and why we raise the defect. Then white box testing, that and its techniques, gray box testing, mobile testing, red box testing. Then difference between the static and dynamic testing. Then difference between verification and validation, difference between BRS and SRS, difference between WBT and BBT, black box testing. Then we are going to discuss about some process models and methodologies, the release concepts, the estimation process. Then these are the models, that is the waterfall model, V model, or the VV model, verification and validation model. Then static testing techniques. There are review and its types, walkthrough, inspection. Then dynamic testing techniques, GUI testing, graphical user interface testing. Then GUI testing checklist, agile model, roles and responsibility of the test engineer. Then the integration testing and its types. So non-incremental integration testing, its drawbacks, when to perform the integration testings. Then the black box testing techniques. So all 24 techniques we'll discuss. Then the usability testing. So this is the testing techniques only. So this is the usability. Inside that we have look and feel, ease of use, and speed of processing. Then the functional testing. So there are a lot of testings comes under the functional testing. First one is the behavioral testing or the object property testing, input domain testing, error handling testing, throwing errors verification, backend testing, database testing, service level testing, calculation based testing or manipulation testing, links existence and link execution, that is, this is for the web based applications, and then cookies and sessions only for again web based applications. Then it comes under the non-functional testings. So again there are a lot of testings we do in the non-functional testing, and this is recovery testing, compatibility testing, operating system, browser related compatibility system. Then the configuration testing or hardware compatibility testing, installation testing, inter-system testing, sanitation testing, parallel testing. So all these types we are going to cover one by one. So then there is a performance testing. So again load testing, stress, data storage and data volume testing are comes under the performance testing. Then the security testings, authentication, access control, then encryption and decryption, these are comes under the security testing. So then we are going to discuss like difference between the functional and non-functional testing, environments in the testing, then DIT, UAT and SIT environments, difference between smoke and sanity testing, why we perform regression testing, and what is regression suite, test suite, test set or test batch, example of retesting versus regression testing. Then again we'll discuss about UAT, the user acceptance testing or the customer acceptance testing. Then we'll discuss about the production environment, production issue or failure, how we tackle with the production issue. Then difference between SIT and UAT, difference between alpha UAT and beta UAT, concepts of build, how we get the builds, how the tester get the build, how tester get the updated builds. So we are going to cover in this section. Then the testing terminologies. So these are again this is very important in terms of interview. So monkey testing, speed testing, exploratory testing, ad hoc testing, positive negative testing and end-to-end testing. Then the test design techniques. So again this is basically to improve the coverage of the test design. So equivalence class partitioning, ECP, then boundary value analysis, BVA, decision table based testing, state transition and error guessing. And then we are going to discuss about some documentation. So like the company level document or the project level document, test policy, test strategy, test methodology and test plan, which is very important document for the tester. Then the next one is agile test plan, difference between use cases, test scenarios and test cases, test scenarios, and the reviews. So again, different types of reviews are there: self review, peer review, internal review, and external review. Then the traceability matrix, again it has two types: forward traceability matrix and backward traceability matrix. Then the STLC, software testing lifecycle, defect lifecycle, duplicate defect and how to avoid the duplicate defect, the test cases, test environment, how to create a test environment, test execution and the guidelines for the test execution, then defect report, how to create a defect report, daily status report, defect classification, defect severity, priority, an example of this: high-low severity and high-low priority. So defect resolution. So once after the defect is logged, how we can get the resolution. Then the test cycle closure, test matrix, test metric concept, QA testing activities, and principle of software testing. So again, we have some other reports, daily status report. So we usually need to send to the management. Then some terminology. So again, these are very important in terms of interview: agile velocity, burn down chart, burn up chart, epic. So these are basically used by the management to track the testing progress. Then the agile grooming, acceptance criteria. So all we are going to discuss in the upcoming tutorials one by one. So the next topic we are going to see is the Unix and SQL important commands. So we'll discuss all the required commands in the software testing in this section. Then the QC tools. So we'll discuss here the ALM. So in ALM we manage the releases, so release management activities. So in that we'll see how to set up the test lab along with the release cycle creation, dashboards and report generation. So again, these are the reports we usually need to send to the management to track the to help them track the release activities or maybe status of the releases. Then how to add the new test in the test plan, how to raise the defects in ALM, what are the mandatory fields to raise and defect, and any of the point that gets brought up we will discuss in this ALM part. Then the next is the most important part, which is definitely required in cracking the interviews, which is the domain knowledge. So we'll discuss the investment banking knowledge and then the banking domain knowledge in this part. And then again, the most important, that is the important questions on the topics like this, about our topics which we have discussed, like manual testing concepts, domain knowledge, then SQL, Unix and ALM and JIRA. So we are going to discuss each and every topics, and also we will provide some interview questions which are usually gets asked in the interviews. The next one is the on-demand topics. So any new topics that brought up by our subscribers we'll discuss, and we'll make videos on these topics as well. So as I mentioned, those who are freshers or experienced, seeking for a job change or seeking for a new job, this channel is for them. So do subscribe my channel and click the bell icon to get the latest updates, and stay tuned for the upcoming videos. Thanks for watching.